on this 50-point inspection, I have Harvester of Simcoe, which is a double IPA coming in at 8.8% ABV. This is from Equilibrium Brewing Company, and this one is out of their Middleton, New York brewery. Harvester of Simcoe, I believe that is a Metallica reference with their Harvester of Sorrow. So let's go ahead and crack into this one. I believe it's all Simcoe hops. Based off it's Simcoe. So, very tight, frothy white head to this one. It is a bit of the orange, the deeper orange coloration. Very, very hazy. Some aromas out of this. There's passion fruit in there. I'd say like a touch of tangerine. Melon to berry. Maybe like a red berry. Maybe a little bit earthy. Alright. That's about what I'm picking out, so let's dive in. First swig. Cheers. It's candy sweet. Kind of a lighter, medium body, this one. It is, mouthfeel's a bit on the fluffier, softer side. Carbonation prickles, I'd say about medium. There's a bready tone from the malt. It's a little bit on the sweet side. Like first thing I noticed, it was like candy-esque. Like I'd say flavors of passion fruit. It is a little bit berry, like a red berry type flavor in there. Papaya. Bit of earthiness on the finish. Bitterness isn't too high. Well, I'd say it's probably in the moderate range, but definitely not a harsh drinking beer at all. It does tend to stay a little bit on the sweeter side, although it is fairly balanced. I'd say as I rest on it just a little bit and I talk, I am picking out a bit of like a piney type note on the bitterness. I'd go with passion fruit up front, kind of a red berry middle, a little bit papaya to earthy tones going into the finish of the beer, and then with the lingering bitterness there is a pininess. So, yeah, I think I've had enough of this. Let's go ahead and give it a score. Actually, let me first say 8.8% alcohol, not detectable. Now let's go ahead and give it a score. Okay, so for the score on this brew, the appearance, great looking beer, actually. I know I give the appearance a 6 out of 6 most of the time because most of the time it looks like beer. And it's really hard to find fault in a lot of the ways that these professionally brewed beers look. But yeah, this one's a beautiful, beautiful one for sure. So it is definitely getting a 6 out of 6 for an appearance. The aromatics, very nice. I think the hops, or the Simcoe hop, if that's all it is. Let's see if I even have the Simcoe on my board. I don't, so I can't just rattle off what Simcoe should be giving off. But if Simcoe's the only hop in here, it is giving an abundance of aromas and flavors. Very nice. Maybe missing out just a little bit on the malts, on the aromas at first. Go back in. I could kind of pick out after drinking it, getting that bready note out of the flavor. I kind of say, yeah, there's a little bit of a malt presence, maybe just more of a sweetness type thing. But I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for the aromatics. Pretty pleasant and decent bouquet of aromas. It's not a big old bombastic one though. It doesn't fly right out of the glass at you. You gotta go in for it, but they're all there. Pleasant. And the flavors. The malt's there in the flavor. It's a nice, sweet, malty breadiness. Brings out a candy-esque type flavor note. Good fruity flavors throughout this beer from Simcoe, and yeah, it does have that slight bit of pine at the finish. It's not overly done with the pine. It's not harsh at all. It seems to be a softer pine type note. Bitterness does seem to climb a little bit as I continue to drink on it, but it's still not harsh. It's great, and the balance is good, I think. Carbonation, it's a little bit prickly, but it does work with the way that this body feel is. We'll get to the body feel afterward. But yeah, aftertaste is pleasant. All that stuff's good. I'm going to give this a 17 out of 19 for the flavors. For the body, now this it comes off like a medium kind of feel to it, just a little bit, but it's like light. It kind of almost evaporates off the palate. It just causes this kind of pillowy fluffiness. So it's nice. I like it. It's definitely making it really easy to drink this one down. This can's already empty, and I usually have a good half a can or quarter of a can left anyways by the time I finish these things, left in the can. So I think that says it for kind of what I feel about this beer. But yeah, 5 out of 5 for the body. I'm liking it. It works. All works. Overall score on this one, since it's probably not the best, I shouldn't say probably not. It's not what I would consider the best double New England style IPA that I've ever had. The enjoyment of drinking. I'm not going to go with a 10 out of 10 for my overall, but I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's something I would buy this again. I'd gladly share this with folks. I would, if the price point was cheaper, I would probably stack this in my fridge all the time, along with some other brews. But yeah, stuff is kind of pricey. But everything's pricey nowadays. Who am I kidding? Anyways, if you've done the math already, you know what the BuMpY score is, but I'll say it right now. Harvester of Simcoe double IPA from Equilibrium Brewing Company is going to get a BuMpY 46 out of 50, which is going to land this as an excellent beer. So, just want to say cheers. Thank you all for watching. I know I've been doing quite a few Equilibrium brews, but they just keep on bringing new stuff into my location, and I'm enjoying them so much. I just keep purchasing. So, sorry about that. I will try harder to get something else out there that is from another brewery that you guys haven't seen yet, maybe. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching and sticking around. Cheers.